Hi, Virtual Academy students. Welcome back to another week of celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month and our Global Read Aloud with our author illustrator study by Juana Martinez Neal. This week, we are going to focus in on a new book called Fry Bread. The author is Kevin Noble Maillard. I think that's how we say it. And the illustrator is Juana Martinez Neal. And the copyright date of this book is 2019. So you'll see this video linked in Schoology. I would like you to take a minute to watch it after we read the book. It talks about, Juana talks about how she prepared to illustrate this particular book because this is a Native American family story and Juana is from Peru. So she had to do quite a bit of work to prepare for this particular book. So I would love for you to listen to that short video. I think it's like a minute and a half long. So it's a good one and it is short. All right, so you'll notice on the cover of the book, we'll show this to you, that there is a special medal on the front. Juana Martinez Neal has earned many different medals and awards for her writing and her illustrating. So in this case, it is the Robert F. Seibert Informational Book Medal, and it goes to an author and illustrator of the most notable nonfiction or informational book published in the US, written in English during the preceding year. So it's always kind of like a year behind. And then this medal is named after a publisher of Bound to Stay bound books. You will see in Schoology this presentation. So at the end, you are going to see a lot of pages that I am reading. And I would like you to take a look at those so that, let's see, so that you can be taking a look then at the actual pages of the back of the book after we read the story. So this is Fry Bread, a Native American family story. And I'll try and come close. You can see that medal on the front that they have earned. Fry Bread, a Native American family story. Fry bread is food: flour, salt, water, cornmeal, baking powder, perhaps milk, maybe sugar, all mixed together in a big bowl. You'll hear a lot of figurative language in this book. Fry bread is shape. Hands mold the dough, flat like a pancake, round like a ball, or puffy like manna's softest pillow. So lots of similes and metaphors. You'll hear some onomatopoeia. Fry bread is sound. The skillet clangs on the stove. The fire blazes from below. Drop the dough in the skillet. The bubbles sizzle and pop. Fry bread is color: golden, brown, tan, or yellow, deep like coffee, sienna, or earth, light like snow and cream, warm like rays of sun. Fry bread is flavor: see beans or soup, smell tacos, cheese, and vegetables, delight in honey and jam, rise to discover what brings us together. This is making me hungry. Fry bread is time: on weekdays and holidays, supper or dinner, powwows and festivals, moments together with family and friends. Fry bread is art: sculpture, landscape, portrait, our daily craft, shared from teacher to student, a cycle of heritage and fortune. Fry bread is history: the long walk, the stolen land, strangers in our own world. With unknown food, we made new recipes from what we had. Fry bread is place: Alaska, Kansas, all the way to Maine, down to Delaware, on to Georgia, over to Oklahoma, Colorado, and California. Cities and lands we call home. Fry bread is nation: Abenaki, Apache, Arapaho, Ojibwe, Onondaga, Ogalal, Sioux, Narragansett, Navajo, Nipmuc, Seminole, Shoshone, Sac, and Fox, hundreds and hundreds of tribes. I've been practicing those. They're tricky, some of them. Fry bread is everything: round, flat, large, small, north, south, east, west, brown, yellow, black, white, familiar and foreign, old and new, we come together. Fry bread is us. We are still here, elder and young, friend and neighbor. We strengthen each other to learn, change, and survive. This page will be mentioned in the back of the book. Fry bread is you. Such a cute little illustration. You will see in your little slideshow, sorry, my brain is mush today, the images here that I'm going to show you on the screen. So you can get a closer look. Kevin's fry bread recipe is here. If you choose to try this recipe, make sure you have a grown-up helping you. It will be requiring some a hot skillet and some oil. So you just definitely want to make sure that you're talking with a grown-up and make sure that they're helping you through this process. The author's note is what makes this an amazing piece of nonfiction. So a lot of information from the author, whose name is Kevin, is in the back of the book. So I encourage you to take a look at each of these. There's a section on fry bread is food, and he speaks in first person. So he talks about his experience with the different parts of this book. So fry bread is shape, fry bread is sound, and just some really interesting information in here. Fry bread is color. Fry bread is flavor. And I love this part. Everyone has a different opinion of what fry bread should be. Everyone's a critic. Just like we all have our opinions on barbecue and pizza, and he goes on and on. And so he brings a lot of his voice into this section of the book, which I think is really special because we don't often get to hear that in a piece of nonfiction. Fry bread is time. Fry bread is art. So this was my favorite section. Those illustrations on the fry bread is art, this one, really drew me in when I was previewing this book. And so I spent some time really reading and focusing in on this. Maybe there is a specific page that really spoke to you and you want to focus in on that. You don't have to read all of these images and all of these pages. Just pick one that's of interest to you. And then it goes into history, which some of this history you will notice from 4th and 5th grade if you're a 6th grader. If you're a 5th grader, you maybe haven't learned as much about Native American history just yet. But there's a small, very short history here. Fry bread is place, and fry bread is nation. Fry bread is everything. Fry bread is us, and we strengthen each other. All of these are, I think, very important to the author of this book and would be worth your time taking a look at. As all informational text has, there's a reference and notes section to tell us what resources were used in the creation of this particular book. And then I love this image on the back of this amazing family enjoying fry bread together. So hopefully you enjoyed this book by Kevin Meillard and illustrated by Juana Martinez Neal. After you take a few minutes to look at the slideshow that's there, I would love for you to do 10 minutes of typing. We have done an amazing job with our typing in this month of October. I am so proud of everyone. You have done such a great job. And then after that, if you have time left, I don't know if you will or not, I would say go ahead and look at the choice board. There's something new there. So just kind of see what time you have left, maybe save the choice board for another time. But I definitely want you to explore this book since it is so different for Juana to be able to illustrate this one. Hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you back next time.